Hello class, this is Michelle Long with Pennsylvania Institute of Technology, and I am English 110 online instructor, and I'm giving a demonstration for students in my class, any other students that would benefit from this, for opening, completing, and uploading assignments to Moodle rooms. For those of you that are new with Moodle, that have not really used a learning management software program in the past, this demonstration will be beneficial to you. So by now, you would have received an email from the IT department giving you instructions on how to log into Moodle and setting up a password. And so at this point, you should have logged into your webmail to get that information and the instructions from the Information Technology Department, and you should have logged into Moodle by now with your ID and password. Also, you should have watched or listened to a podcast that introduces you to the basic features and functionality of Moodle. Just showing you how to get in there, how to navigate, what you'll expect on the home page, and how to open up documents in Word by clicking the Enable Editing button. So there's a podcast that you want to view before this one, because this one's a little bit more advanced, and it's teaching you how to open up documents and then complete the assignments and then upload them back so your instructor can then grade them. Okay, so when you log into Moodle, the first place it's going to take you to is Welcome to English 110 O. O represents online. So for the instruction of this podcast, we're going to be using English 110, English Comprehension Skills for College Success, as an example. You'll automatically go into Welcome to English 110. This is an overview of the course, and in my last podcast I went over what you're going to see in this particular area in Moodle, so I won't repeat myself. What we're going to do is we're actually going to start working in the weeks now. On the left hand side of your screen are all of the weeks, and what I do is I put in the dates. So the date that the week starts in my calendar, and then the date that the week ends in my calendar, and then the date that the week ends in my calendar is the date that all of the assignments will be due. If you send anything after that date, it will be considered late, and you will get an email stating that that assignment is late. You will continue to receive that email until you submit your assignment. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to click on week 1. So if you're in Moodle and you're listening to this podcast, go ahead and click on week 1, April 9, 18 to April 15, 18. Okay, so we're in week 1. On the right hand side now, it's going to give you a little introduction to what we're going to be learning in this particular week. So for part 1, getting ready to write, what we're doing in English skills is we're getting ready to start learning how to write, and there's processes that you go through in order for you to get to your final destination, which is the essay paper that is due at the end of the term. In the meantime, what we're going to be doing is reviewing the first 2 chapters. So by week 1, you should have read chapters 1 and chapters 2. It's essential that you have your book, not only because every week we have to read a new chapter or chapters, but because there are assignments in the book that I'll be assigning for homework. So underneath the introduction to what we're learning that week is the first assignment. You'll see assignment in the block. Whenever you see assignment, then you know to look out for that, because this is something that is actually going to be due. So when you put your mouse pointer on free write, brainstorm, concept mapping, paragraph outline, those are 4 assignments that you're going to have to submit, and you're going to have to do them one by one. So when you put your mouse pointer on that black writing, it's going to turn into like a light blue. Go ahead and click on the light blue link. When you click on the light blue link, it's going to take you to this page. This is where you submit your homework. Please do not email me the assignments. I know some of my podcasts, when I first started teaching online, I allowed students to send me information through homework, through email. So I don't, as well as many other instructors, do not allow any assignments through email. And the reason is some instructors are teaching 4 and 5 classes. So if you're sending your instructor information through email, he or she has to figure out who you are, what class you're in, what assignment it is, and it just gets really confusing. So the best thing to do is just work within Moodle and within your course. That is the best way to submit assignments. So here is actually the area where you submit assignments. So on the left-hand side, you'll see all of the exercises that I have assigned. I've assigned 4 of them for this particular assignment: brainstorming, concept mapping, free writing, and paragraph outline exercise. So for this particular assignment, you get 4 points. And the 4 points are if you submit each one of these assignments correctly, accurately, and on time, then you get 4 points. If you only submit 2 of these assignments, I will give you 2 points out of the 4. So when you send your 3rd assignment, and I continually review when you're sending assignments, so if you do send your 2nd or 3rd and 4th assignment at a later date, you will get those extra points. Okay, so on the right hand side, you see the submission area. Now it says edit submission because I've already submitted my brainstorm assignment, but if you have not submitted any assignments at all, you'll see in blue writing, in the blue link, add submission. Okay, so here, as an example, on the right-hand side, it says file submissions. It says that I have sent my brainstorming assignment, and the submission status is submitted for grading. So you can see that the grading status is not graded, and I'm actually in as a student, so I'm pretending like I'm a student, so you can see what I'm seeing. The grading status is not graded because your teacher may have received the assignment but has not graded it as of yet. So last modified would have been Wednesday, April 18th, which is today. It's the day that I submitted the assignment. So now what you want to do is you want to actually work on the assignments and start completing your assignments. And in order to do that, what you can do is you can put your mouse pointer on brainstorming assignment, and we can start there to open it. Once you've opened the assignment, the brainstorming, and in order to open assignments, I have created a podcast before this one that shows you how to open up assignments and enable editing and start working in the document. So here, what I'm doing is I'm pretending like I'm actually completing the brainstorming assignment, and there are 3 things that, if I'm a student, what I want to do in order to ensure success my first term, and that is, I just made these up: tutoring in the Innovation Center, scheduling test quizzes, assignments in my calendar, and don't procrastinate. So these are some ideas that I put in there. Okay, so let's say I'm finished. So I've done all the 10 items that I want to do. So I want to go up to File and then Save As. I'm going to save it in the area. And again, this was done in the other podcast to show you what area, where to save your documents. So when you go to File, Save As, you'll save it in the area. And the area that we used for across the board in most network devices is Documents. We saved it in Documents, okay? And you can do that with the other 3 assignments as well. Save it in the area. And once they're saved, you can then go back into Moodle. Once you go back into Moodle, you can click on Add Submission. When you click on Add Submission, it's going to take you to this next screen here. Okay, so it's going to take you in the File Submissions tab. So let's say I've completed my brainstorming, I've saved it in the area I want to. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop a file into this file submission so my teacher can see it for his or her grading purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on, you can drag and drop files here to add them. And that is it's like a white, it looks like a white piece of paper with a binder clip on it and a round circle that is green with an X in it. So go ahead and click on that icon. Once you've clicked on that icon, it'll take you to the next screen, and the next screen is where you're going to browse to find the document that you've just uploaded. Okay. So here what you can do is you can click Choose File. You can also look on your file picker on the left-hand side. Let's say you want to open it up from a different area, or as a shortcut. But when you click on Choose File, it's going to take you to the area where you saved your file. And then once you have chosen the file that you want to upload, click on Save As box and make sure that you name it. Now, anytime that you name a file in Moodle, for my purposes, it makes it so much easier for me so I don't have to keep going back and forth to see who it is. Please put your name and the name of the document. So for instance, this is a brainstorming document, so I'm going to put in Michelle Long and then brainstorming. Then after you've named it, go ahead and click on Upload this file. When you click Upload this file, it's going to take you back here and it's going to say, what do you want to do next? Make sure that you click on Save Changes. You don't know how many times that I've done this, where I've worked in an area and then just went to the next area without clicking Save Changes, and I have to go back and redo the whole process over again. So make sure that you click on Save Changes. And then this way it uploads the document into Moodle, and it allows me to then begin to grade your assignment. Once I've graded it, I click Save Changes, and then you can go back into Moodle and you can see all of my changes. What I normally do is I use different icons like comments. You'll see like red comment or a yellow comment on top of your screen, and just click on that comment and it'll give you the feedback to your grade for that particular assignment. So once you're finished, click Save Changes, and then go back to Moodle. So the next two things I want to talk about are paragraph creation assignments. So this is different from the other 4 assignments that I've given you. So basically the brainstorm, the concept map, the outline, and the free write are 4 assignments that help you start to think about how you're going to create your paragraph. So the paragraph's completely separate. So when you create your paragraph, you want to upload your paragraph to this particular assignment here, which is also in week 1. But you get 2 weeks to do the assignment. So it's not actually due until the 22nd of April. And the reason is because I want to get you in that pre-writing mode first before we actually sit down and create our paragraph assignment. Okay, so once you've created your paragraph assignment, you get an extra week. So if you want to submit it before then, that's perfectly fine to get it done and move on. Or you can take time to actually really to work that, to take time to create something that's a good piece before you submit it. And the thing I want to talk about is the Chapter 2, Practice 3. Now this is actually an assignment in your book. I do not upload the assignment here. This is something that you work in your book. What some students opt to do is go into Word and write out the question, type it, and then answer it, and then save it. Or some students actually write the answers in the book, take a picture of it, and upload it. So you can be very creative with the way that you submit your book assignments. Obviously, you do need to have the book in order to create and submit these assignments, but you can be creative in the ways that you submit the answers. Some students actually maybe just write the answers in. I know that's a little bit easier for you, but for me, I'd rather see the question first, so it makes it easier for me to grade. And that's it, really. So if you have any further questions or needing of assistance for additional training, you can visit or call the Student Innovation Center by calling our 800 number or calling our PIT line and asking for the Student Innovation Center. You can ask me. You can contact me as well through email. And that is really the information that I wanted to demonstrate to you for creating and submitting and uploading your assignments in Moodle. The end, and thank you.